Content creation and influencing is a big deal right now. With the advent of technology and social media, we have more and more people making this unconventional career path an actual career for themselves. Content creators all over the world are making people happy on social media. They're sharing valuable information and they're helping brands sell out their products. I mean, it's really interesting and it's the best time to be a content creator right now. I have a content creator here to talk to me, and we're going to be talking about the creative process of content creation and how it gets to pay the bills.
Ẹrùwà.
Ọmọ ta ló sọ pé kò pọ̀ kẹ́.
OPP ó pọ̀ pa.
OPG ó pọ̀ gan.
Ẹ̀yin ọmọ ajílò mọ́tò.
Àwọn ọmọ Ajígbà.
Ajígbà wá ya. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ ṣòkòtò kó. Máa ń ná dédé fẹ́ padà lẹ́yìn. Pariwa.
I have with me Joseph Onolapo, whom you know as Jay on Air. Jay, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Gabby. So grateful to be here.
Yes, and it's a privilege, and I'm, so happy that you get speaking here.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want to ask you this. You do absolutely amazing work creating content. How does it make you feel, and why did you choose to do this?
I mean, it makes me feel great that I get to do this every single day. I mean, every time I'm out, I'm always excited to be inspired by happenings around me, you understand, to make content. I mean, this interview right now is inspiring me. So
No. It's really no, Jay. No, I don't want to inspire you.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to inspire you, Jay.
More than that,
Okay.
I don't know why. To be honest, why did I start making content? I've always had the creative side.
Yeah.
I've always had that creative edge. I was in the debate, team in
Yeah,
school. I've always
okay.
had that creative. I studied mass communication in school. But it was funny to my friends. I didn't think I was going to be doing it on social media. I feel like that's quite foolish of me. But I mean, 2020 lockdown, everybody was on TikTok. Everybody and their grandmothers were on TikTok. I said I got on TikTok as well. And people found it interesting when I was lip syncing to videos.
Yeah.
And then I said for some reason, I want to start making original content, not just lip syncing. And, we're here today. So I'm just grateful for that journey. It's been quite the journey.
Okay. Here's why I don't want you to. That's why I don't want to inspire you. You know why? I do not want to inspire you because who knows what content is going to come out next, and I don't want to be.
At least I'll sing a song about you, so that's a good thing.
That's the one I don't want. It's a song for me. I don't want that. Okay, so you spoke about one time in one of your interviews where you met someone, a woman at a hospital, I think, and then she said, "Oh, thank you for inspiring us with your foolishness," something like that. She was basically talking about how your content has helped a lot of people be happy. How does it make you feel? I mean, you spoke about how you started when it was lockdown. That's pretty much how a lot of content creators began. But how does it make you feel that people actually are taking your work seriously in terms of the fact that they love what you do and they see you and then they're happy, they want to hug you, your J tribe, they just love you. They're taking this whole thing seriously, something that began for you as a joke. How does it make you feel?
It's wild. I remember that story you're actually talking about, the woman that I met at the hospital. I was sick. I took a day off from work. I went to the hospital. And this woman obviously was there with a newborn because you could tell she was working some kind of way. So she was obviously sore. And, the husband was with the baby. And then she just said, obviously it's pretty weak. I know you. I know. You just gave birth 2 days ago. How do you know me? And then she said, you make me happy during, and when you start creating stuff, you never imagine. Because sometimes I go back and watch my video, I'm like, you sure say this thing funny like that?
I get what you mean. Yeah.
But I mean, to see people say I was depressed and your video made me happy, or I stayed all night watching your videos, I can relate to this. I'm grateful. I still got a message today. Somebody watched an interview of mine and said, you know what, I'm in a down place, but I know that I could make things happen because you've been able to do this for yourself.
Wow.
I mean, it's wild. So to be honest, I'm just in a state of constant gratitude because nobody in their mind, I think I would just be lying if I say, I sat down, I said I want to be an inspiration to
Because I was going to ask you that, did you wake up one day and be like, content creation, this is what I'm going to do. But I'm pretty sure that's not what it was for you.
No, definitely not. I don't think, years ago, there was nothing like content creation as we know it right now. So obviously that was not the career path for many people. Do you understand? I was in school, I was reading mass communication. I wanted to come out and work on radio. Only to find out that, which is what I do right now. Yeah. But just to find out, the media space doesn't really pay as much.
Oh.
You know. So there's that aspect. But to be honest, I'm just in a place of constant gratitude. And I'm happy that I sort of I'm doing what I'm doing right now, even though
Yeah.
it's almost like happenstance, but I'm still grateful that this happened for me.
Yeah, I like the fact that you're acknowledging that you stumbled on content creation. And I think it's interesting that a lot of times we don't know how the journey is going to go. We just do it. So what your advice to content creators or budding content creators would be just do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, to anybody, to be honest, at the end of the day, if you fail, you move on. And the thing about life is that you fail, people are like, something happens tomorrow. Do you understand? There's another thing happening tomorrow.
Move on.
People move on from the failure. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, but it would be bad for you if at the end of the day you cannot say that I tried to do this thing. At least let that not be the excuse. If I had done this, as opposed to saying I did it and people didn't like it. Do you understand? So just do.
But you know it's not easy to just do it.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. I mean, in 2020, when I really started, I was out of a job. It was really bad. If I'm being honest with you, I was out of a job. I was broke. I started a business, 2019, just to say 2020 now is my year, and I'm gonna, start selling out. And then who's gonna be buying clothes? Because it was a thrift store. Who's gonna be buying clothes when there's a pandemic? People are sleeping in their houses. So it was just like, God, it's like you just want me to die. But at the end of the day, I started making these videos, and I'm here. So at the end, so even though it's not easy to say just do, I feel like I just did. And there's so many of us, in this space and outside of the spaces that just go on every single day to just do. I mean, when you wake up in the morning, you brush your mouth, you're just doing. You don't know what's gonna happen when you walk out the door. You don't know what's gonna happen when you get to the office. You don't know whether your boss is gonna promote you. You don't know whether you're gonna get a visa, outside the country. You don't know what's gonna happen. People you don't know. So at the end of the day, just do, to be honest.
Okay. So this is pretty much like an antidote for overthinking. And this is the people who want to create, whatever it is. And they're like, will it be perfect? If it's not perfect, I can't put it out. So this is what he's saying to you. Just do it. And I think that makes so much sense. But I'm going to ask you this. I noticed that in a lot of your skits, right? You're always mimicking Yoruba movies. And you went the extra length to even copy some of the errors that we see in subtitling Yoruba movies. And I'm wondering, a lot of people see your work and they know that it's relatable because of things like that. I don't know if you like take special attention when it comes to these things, but it's like some of us watch Yoruba movies and we see some of the subtitling errors sometimes. And so when you're doing your skits, you put those same things inside. Why do you go the extra length to do these things?
I mean, because at the end of the day, I won't call myself a comedian. I'm not sure I can do stand-up. I MC events and all of that, and I make you laugh. True. But I'm not sure you come. You get one girl where they work out for. No, I don't think I do that. So I do more observational comedy. So I observe and then
I like the term.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I relate it to you.
Okay.
So it's something that you've seen before. You've seen that woman before. You've seen that man before. You've seen that person. You've seen that movie before. Chief, come on, fell over me.
Somehow.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
You've
And
seen it.
then they put all the words in past tense.
Exactly.
But why now?
But because at the end of the day, I feel like laughter is everywhere. And so what I'm trying to do is to make you realize that woman that annoyed you at the bank, or that movie that you saw that made you just roll your eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, it could make you laugh as well.
You're right.
So I'm
I
also
completely
taking
agree.
you back to a time. Do you understand? So maybe you're going through something right now. I'm taking you back to a time. So I have I do a lot of things with like banks and then HRs and all of that.
Yeah, I see
so
that.
I take you back to a time where you were exactly. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make you relive moments, and even though some of those moments may not have been the best for you, you're in a new place, so you can now laugh
Laugh about those things.
about these things. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.